And we're back with episode 2 of Ark Astraeos. We are gonna do some hunting today. There's two things that we want. We wanna get, well, basically we need meat and hide, number one. And we're also gonna wanna see if we can find a couple of, at least some parasaurs, something that can actually hold resources for us, so I don't have to keep carting back and forth. We got our weight stat up last episode, so this will work, but I mean it'll get miserable. It'll fill up pretty quick, and so we're gonna want some dinos to cart some things around. There's not much on this island. Our ultimate goal, hopefully this episode, is to go ahead and start taming up the trike that we saw over by our base, but we're not ready for that. Like right now we're only level 14. What we're gonna need are Ark arrows, which are gonna come in at level 21. So we're gonna need a few more levels. It's not gonna take that long. It's like 7 levels, but it's not gonna take that long once we start gathering and crafting. But we really do need, I hate to, look at that. That's an awesome color. Alright, well, we're gonna be vicious. Thunk. And let's get you two. Okay, the reason we're gonna do that is these guys should give us a bunch of prime meat. Now we're gonna have to head straight back to the base. This stuff will spoil faster than I'm ever gonna use it, and we're not ready to, like, go after any carnivores or anything yet. But we are gonna want kibble. So this'll give us, I mean, yeah, we've got a ton of it here. Probably got about 18 pieces there. So that'll be nice. We've got 3 campfires, so we should be able to get all of it cooked up before it spoils, all or most of it, and that'll get us like a little bit of a head start on some of the higher end kibble. It's early to think about that, but it's better than waiting. Okay, light the fire. Yeah, because these will spoil in... Now, I do have it turned up just a little bit. These will spoil in about 20 minutes. So we need to get these cooked. We don't have, like, a refrigerator or anything yet. Now, we are going to need meat to spoil. But we won't worry about that yet. We'll go ahead and cook this up, because we are going to need food, because we're getting a little bit low. Alright, so we'll let that run. But yeah, baby dinos are one of the best sources for prime meat in the entire game. So being vicious pays off. So next goal is a parasaur. You'll notice I crafted up a couple of bolas. They're down at number 5 here. So I've got 3 of them. That'll be more than enough. Really, we're just going to need 1 in order to tame a parasaur. Oh, actually, I almost forgot. I need a club. Did we not take the club? We did not take the club. Let's get the club. I'm not spending any points yet, because there's some very important upgrades that we're gonna need. And I want to make sure that we've actually got... Like, we're gonna need a smithy, we're gonna need a forge, and we gotta make sure we have the points for all those. It's good to be stingy with your early game points. Alright, well, let's head out of here and get to a place over here that should be a little bit more populated. And I did double check in the menus. I do have the anniversary event enabled in the settings. I'm just not seeing any of those dodos. So hopefully if we travel up and down the beach here, we'll see a few of them. If we don't, like, we'll go this entire episode. Well, actually, we'll go until we tame that trike. But if I haven't seen any of those birthday dodos, or the celebration dodos, by the time we've actually tamed up that trike, then we'll do a creature wipe, because something's wrong for sure. I mean, while they're here, we might as well clean up. Now that we've got meat cooking, everything we get here is gonna go towards... There we go. Everything we get here is... oh yeah, I think there's a celebration one right there. Oh, you had better... He took my pick. Oh, I hate these things. Well, it's better than my food. We need to get ourselves a bow. Okay, so this guy... Yeah, so it is actually working, so we ain't gotta worry about that. So that whole tirade was for nothing. And I don't have my pick. We'll have to make one. What do we got? Alright, so that'll boost harvesting. And this is one of the ones that we'll use for... Okay. Alright, let's make another pick. I can't wait until we get a crossbow. Like I said, we really should have a bow at this point, but we don't. What do we have for raw meat? So we've got a full stack of 40. So let's split this. So split all of it. That way I don't forget. Alright, so far it's pretty peaceful. Let me look. Like, this is the section of the map that we're on. It's not that bad. Like I said, I'm sure something will come along to mess with me here pretty soon, but so far, so good. Alright, we'll focus on hide at this point. We're gonna need a bunch of it for the saddles we're about to do. How are we doing on weight? Oh, yeah, oh, there's a dillo. Hey, no. I need that. There we go. Alright, I need to stab him. Alright, how are we making out so far? Oh, we went up another level. Weight looks good. We're gonna start doing movement speed. It used to be about, if I remember it right, about 120 or 122, 122% would be able to outrun raptors, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I think I remember testing things out, and it was close, but they were still catching me. What time is it? Oh, noon. I see a alpha raptor up there, so I might want to turn back. Still no parasaurs. We'll go the other direction. We'll see if we can squeeze out maybe a couple of these guys. Good trip for hide, though. We're doing pretty good. There's a lot of these guys on the beach, too. Is this an XP? Oh, an affinity boost. Well, that's kind of nice. We'll save that, though, because these low-level dinos tame up pretty fast. So that'll be way more valuable later on when we're doing higher-level ones. But yeah, up there... I can't see him right now, but kind of right where the spear is pointing right up there, I saw an alpha. So we're gonna go back the other direction, because we're not ready for that. When we get the trike, though, we'll be able to start, we'll actually take him right up into these hills. Now, it might get dangerous to get into the redwoods, but we'll try it out. I mean, why not? Well, still no parasaurs. I mean, we've got a ton of trikes, so that's nice. Like, what level are you? I mean, it's only 25, but it'll still carry stuff, so, I mean, I guess when we're ready for it, instead of having parasaurs behind me, I'll have a couple of trikes trailing behind me. Love the colors, too. Yep, more trikes. 3 more of them up here. I mean, in the end, trikes will be far more useful than parasaurs. Especially if we start running into trouble. 55, 55. That 95 over by the base is the highest one I've seen so far. What are you? Wow, look at this. I think all 3 of these are for this one. And it's a level 15. I mean, that's not super valuable for combat, but I mean, if we can get this one, then we're getting ourselves 4 trikes. All right, let's head down the... Let's keep going down the river a little bit, or down the coast a little bit. And we're definitely not gonna have any trouble getting pteranodons. Those are... Yep, see them up there? Right at the top of that hill. That thing will slaughter us. Oh, yep, and we've got that Carno over there as well. Alright, well, we've got a pretty good haul. Let's head back to base. And we're gonna start building. I'm gonna want a greenhouse eventually, so I'll actually just start doing wooden foundations and things like that for the greenhouse, just to have that ready. That should be enough to get us at least close to 20. Oh, we've got a lot of these things around here now. That kind of sucks. But it's coastal, what do you expect? Alright, so we're back on base. Let's see if these things... Yep, so we have... Ooh, good stack of meat waiting for us on each one of these. These will last a lot longer. I can stick these in the dodo. Alright, so we're just about at the point where these things are gonna spoil, so that'll give us a whole bunch of spoiled meat, which is definitely what we need. He went up a level. There's not really any point. I mean, none of this matters. I'll just give him a little more weight so he can hold some stuff. Yep, here we go. Okay, so usually I try to do 4x4x4, so that's 16, plus the pathways in the middle, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16, and then a 17th one. So I should need 33 wooden foundations, which, I mean, God, if I build all of those, it should easily take us. I'm not gonna split it yet, because that's kind of a pain in the butt. With these, what are the spoil times on these? Affinity boost 10%. Oh, here's an experience boost ones. Okay, so the green ones are for experience. And then this is for harvesting. Alright, so let's do that one. You know, I mean, give me a break. They're all over the place, so let's just take the experience boost one. Yeah, so we can do both. Yeah, since that's what we're going for anyway. Okay, so again, I want to get to movement speed somewhere around 120. Probably 125 by the time I'm done. Yeah, this one kind of glitched out. This one's just, you just clip right through it. But anyway, somewhere around 125 is the goal. Yeah, this one did too. I think I got a bunch of them on this island where they're not actually trees. But yeah, somewhere around 125 for our movement speed. So then foundations, let's track this. Oh no, we already learned it, I'm in the wrong menu. Yeah, so track these guys. We've already got enough to make a couple. Well, no we don't, only one. Alright, let's get some fiber. Be really nice to get to metal tools here in a bit. There's a lot of rocks around here that look like river rocks too, so we should be able to get that up and running pretty quickly. And there we go, just like that, we're flying through these. Yeah, that's not bad. We're at a pretty good pace at this point. Alright, so this is about to spoil. Another 40 seconds. Let's get some water. And actually, now that we're standing here, let me test these out. Hopefully, this should be... Let's find out. Yeah, I think these are river rocks. I think we need about 20 metal-ish, if I remember. Oh, look at that. Like 20 metal, I think, to get up and running with metal tools once we get to level 20. Well, what is the... When do we get into metal? Yeah, level 20 it starts. But we need, so a forge is at level 20. The smithy is level 20. Okay, so it's all at level 20. The trike saddle we already have. We can already do that. So let's go ahead and spend the points since we know we're getting that. We probably got more because we have a slight harvesting boost. Which, that's fine, I'll take it. Alright, let's dump off the wood. Everything else we're using. Did they spoil? Yes, they did. Okay, awesome. Alright, so we still have 2 stacks of meat. We're gonna hang on to all those. And I'll actually start, let's stick this in our refrigerator. What are we on? We're on level 17. Alright, let me get to, let's hold off on the foundations for the moment then, and we'll get, we'll keep at it with these rocks. Alright, so that's another 10, and another level. So, let's continue on with speed. I would like to actually get some... I'm one of the folks who does, like, a little bit of fortitude, too. I usually like to put, like, 20 points or so in there. I'm gonna hold off on that for the moment. Yeah, 25 will be more than enough for now. And let's start looking at... Where are we at for crafting? Spyglass, I'm gonna want, for sure. Although I don't know where crystal is, but it's probably, if there's metal close by, there's probably some crystal around too. Alright, so we're not gonna worry about any of this yet. Most of the really, really good stuff starts happening, like, right around here. Okay. Let's start tracking the, foundations again, and that should take us right on through. Alright, so that's our buff running out. But it was useful. I mean, we're all the way up to 18 at this point, so we're just gonna keep on going. Probably a good idea to clear out the beach. Like, if I keep clearing out all these spawns, maybe one of them will turn into a parasaur. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be... And the spears are all gonna break. You gotta be kidding me. Well, he wrecked half our ceiling, but, yeah, it gave us a level. God, I hate these things. I could take out a couple of these turtles, but they always have 1,000,000 hit points, and I'll probably break all my spears trying to kill them. They're not hard to fight or anything, but... be a lot easier once we've got a crossbow. We do have a lot of drop locations near us. Like one here, and then there's like 2 of them that keep popping up across the bay right there, so it'd be nice, we'll be able to do just a constant loop. Okay, and I think that... let's craft one more of these just so I can take the, lower some of the weight here. Put another into fortitude. I think that's 20. Oh, we're 21, holy cow. Went further and I even lost track of a level. All right, cool. So what do I need for the forge? Let's go ahead and take all the stuff we're gonna need for metal tools. So refining forge. I'll do the CS version. See why not. I think that's just the cosmetic one that I have. Sometimes I even forget what mods I have. All right, so the smithy we're gonna want here. Metal tools. Gonna do pick and hatchet, and then we'll save our points. Let's get that started. Well, we can actually use a couple of our wooden foundations that we've been working on all this time. Set up a forge. What do I need for it? I am missing stone. There, that'll work for now. Alright, so let's put some wood in here. Let's go grab all of the metal. Although, what is a smithy? Does the smithy need metal or... Nope, it just needs ingots. Okay, so we need a ton of ingots. Alright, the meat, that's getting ready to spoil in about 5 minutes. Did I actually take the mortar and pestle? I did. Alright, cool. So let's make one. And what am I missing? Yep, stone. Alright, who's fighting? What are we doing? Oh. Compies? Fine. Where's all your friends? Now, I'm just hoping I don't... Hoping my spears don't break before I kill them all. Where's the rest of them? There's never just 2. No? Okay. Alright, might as well cook them up. Get a few stacks of meat. Oh, there he is. I knew it. Yep, come here. God, I'm sick of you people. Wrecking my base. Alright, so we've got the mortar and pestle down. How many narco berries do I have in here? Not bad. So let's see if we can get these started. It'll probably give us a couple more levels too while we're waiting. Alright, so 23. That's not too bad. So 12. Alright, so we're gonna have enough for a smithy now. So let's get rid of this, and this. Let's track the smithy. What are we gonna need? Stone and a little bit of wood. What level are we right now? 22. Where do I get the crossbow? We may, that's actually kind of nice, because we'll probably skip bow entirely at 25. It's still for a little while. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, for arrows. What we need is trank arrows. Kind of surprised I've gotten this far without actually crafting a bow. We're almost done. Where do we want our smithy to go? We'll put it right here, right by the window. It's really nice. Oh yeah, here's all the event stuff. Okay. Alright, so let's start with one of these. What am I gonna need? We're gonna need metal ingots, wood, and hide, which we should have plenty of. Alright, so we got one of these. What do I need for a hatchet? I'm gonna need 2 more ingots, which we're gonna have right here. Oh, we have... well, it's okay. And we only had 1 more ingot. Doesn't matter, the wooden hatchet is what we wanted first. Or the wooden pick is what we wanted first. So now we're gonna go after some of these river rocks. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stay right on the path. Since I'm only a level and a half away, we're gonna skip bow entirely and go straight to crossbow. Alright, that was a fast 34 of them that we got there, so we'll give that a second while they cook up. Let's see, so we've got ourselves 23 of these. So I guess I'll just do the painful thing for now and go get some Mejo by hand. Oh, there we go. So the spoiled meat just went through, which is awesome. We're gonna put these right here. I'll give you a little more weight. At the very least, I need you for now. We're almost at getting a preserving bin. Actually, now that we're at it, let's do that next. Get a little more wood. Oh, wow. This gives a lot. Alright, so preserving bin. We'll put that in the corner right over here. Right next to our mortar and pestle. Alright, so I don't think I got the... Let's look here. I need spark powder. So let's get that recipe. See, this is why you get stingy. Like, I have 50 of these points, but always be stingy, because there's always... You're always gonna need spark powder, but I totally forgot to get it earlier, and you're gonna find, like, there's gonna be, like, 15 different things that you forgot to get, and you'll be glad that you didn't spend all your points. So, like, let's stick the wood and flint in here to get us some spark powder. And then we can let our dodo enjoy a happy retirement. It'll also let us get started. Now, I don't have any oil yet. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out later. But it'll let us get it started on all of our jerky, which that's what we're gonna use for kibble once we get heavy into that. All right, so let's put meat and seeds, berries, all that stuff in here. All right, spark powder should be mostly done. So we got 86 of it. That should last us quite a while. Does this have a spoil timer? Yes, it does, but it's super long. Actually, I don't think it matters, does it? Yeah, 27 days. So this the spoil timer doesn't change no matter what on this one. Okay. Alright, so at this point, we can take everything off of the dodo, which will leave us with way too much weight. Here, take these two. Honestly, sometimes it makes you remember why everybody uses stacking mods. But the mods should be fixed. And probably, I would give it maybe about a couple of weeks. Like the CS and a few other things, it's not that big of a deal. Like if I log in and some of the CS structures that I made today are gone, it's okay, I can just build another one. But if, you know, hundreds of kibble are gone, then you're gonna feel a different way. Alright, so let's stick all these here. We're gonna want more spark powder. What level are we at? We're at level 23, so we're gonna need 2 levels. So we've got this. This has enough fuel for 3 days, so we have plenty of time. Oh, actually, our hatchet should be ready to go. So we got 17 metal ingots here. I don't remember how many I'm gonna need for a crossbow. Now, obviously, we're gonna be, let's get rid of this. And now we're upgraded to metal tools, which is amazing. Be nice to get the sickle, but that doesn't happen for a while. Let's put all of these here for now, since I'm not gonna be consuming any of them at the moment. Oh, it's super cold. What's the temperature out? Yeah, so we're into the 30s, so we're probably gonna need to, once again, kind of stay inside for the evening. So I think what we'll do, we've made really good progress. We updated to metal tools, so that's kind of where we're at the moment. The next step is gonna be getting a crossbow, which will happen, I might even do that off camera. That'll take me probably about another 10 minutes of building some stuff to get it. So we'll get a crossbow. Next episode, once we've got our crossbow set up, we'll get some tranq darts, set up a trap, and then we're gonna start taming. We're gonna start with the trike, and then we'll use that trike to explore around and maybe go after a couple of alphas. But again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm just getting started back up with all this content, so anybody who's watching, thank you very, very much, and I'll see you in the next one.